And here we have Hapoel against Barcelona. I'm John Champion, and today's co-commentator is Jim Beglin.
Hi John, I'm really glad to be here. Let's hope these teams serve up a real cracker.
And the perfect prelude to any big game, the UEFA Champions League anthem. There's a real urgency about the team today. Get themselves a win and they qualify. Underway. Rakitic. Messi. Messi. Good clearance there. Messi. Messi, off he goes. And that's going to go a long way. Xavi.
Well, I think it was a little difficult for him to pick exactly the right option there. There were so many in the box. I don't think we should be totally surprised that he actually went for the shot in the end.
Messi. On his own. Messi. Cleared away to safety. Xavi. Looking for width. Neymar. Here's a shot. Big moment, big goal.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. When you can produce a first touch that is as good as that, you're on a winner. And it was all done with consummate ease. That's just lovely to watch. A beautiful flow.
Barcelona have the all-important opener.
You know, sometimes it just comes down to who wants it more, who's got the passion, who's got the pride. I think we've just had the answer to that.
It's Messi. Messi! That is great goalkeeping. He carved out a pretty presentable chance.
Oh, that's just lovely skill. He's certainly a player who could single-handedly make a difference. Great talent.
Looking to whip one in. Xavi decides to play it short. Mascherano. Xavi. Messi. Messi. And he makes absolutely no mistake. They're 2 up already. Could we have a rout on our hands? A resounding drive. I can't imagine he's hit many better than that.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
So it's now 2 without reply.
Yeah, we've seen it before that 1-0 can be a fragile scoreline, but now that they have that extra cushion, 2 should be enough.
Jabour. Now a chance for a cross. Cuts it out. Rakitic. Luis Suarez. Messi. Jabour doesn't seem to mind dropping back and defending like that.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to...
Another one! They lead by 3, and that may just about be that.
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Barcelona in charge. Haralabides. Oh, that's neat. Good opportunity for a cross here. Haralabides is clearly someone who's brimful of confidence. Better to try and fail than not to try at all.
And at times there, it looked as if a couple of those defenders were reluctant to stick a leg out in case he went down, but it was a positive, daring run, which is always good to see.
It's Messi. Messi! He's wasted a very, very fine chance.
The defence was made to look vulnerable there. They simply had no answer for that trickery.
We all know what he can do.
He's just a nightmare for any defence. His movement, his pace, his anticipation, it's on another level. It's so hard for any defence to contain that.
Pumps it upfield. No, that's not going anywhere. Now! Strikes it! And a goal! They're well clear now, it's just a question of how many more.
Well, I think it takes real confidence and a natural technical ability to be able to do that. I think he made it look so easy, and it was anything but. I would have struggled with that big time.
Surely they're well and truly out of sight now. Haralabides. Oh, that's delightful. This goes for a throw-in. And the referee awards a free kick. He's gone for goal. That had real venom to it. Mascherano. He goes alone. Messi. He struck that really cleanly.
Well, there's no messing about with this fella, is there? Just went straight down the middle. If only he could have applied the finish with the same conviction.
He was close to adding to his tally there.
Well, he's certainly a player I'd be more than happy to watch. Tactically, he's almost impossible to stop.
Poor distribution from the keeper, that's a gift. Quarter of an hour played. Messi. And the offside flag is up. Haralabides. have to admire that control. It's a corner kick. Can he now find a finish? Another corner's been given. Goes for a header.
Oh, the ball in at such good pace on it. I think the cross was an absolute peach.
PK. Moving forwards. Rakitic. It's Messi. Karalabides. He's being hassled and harried here. Karalabides has struggled to impose himself on this game, it has to be said.
Well, it looks like he's been the one who's targeted as the danger man here, and as a consequence, he's getting the special attention. They're getting players around him quickly, they're giving him nowhere to go, and I think pretty soon he could be getting frustrated with this.
Xavi. Messi. Messi! A chance! Another goal! That really tested the strength of the net.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
Another game, another hat-trick, his second in a row. They have this game in their hands now. Karalabides. Great footwork. On his head. Good delivery in. Can't say the same for the attempted finish though. It's Neymar. He's going on his own. Neymar. It's opened up nicely for him. Karalabides. Jabbour. Oh, lovely feet. It's a loose ball, too long. Oh, he's lost it. Rakitic. played in accurately. Here's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Oh, it's come off the upright. Messi, and that's away to the right of goal.
He was in such a great position in front of goal, and you'd expect him to score from there, but somehow he's missed it.
Mascherano is bearing down on goal. Oh, yet another goal.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Haralabides. There'll be a throw-in. Neymar. Here's Luis Suarez. It's a good hit, and that was certainly travelling.
That was a very decent shot from distance. A little less strength, and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort, though.
And he wasn't far off.
Well, there's no doubt that the whole team revolves around him now. He leads by example, and he's become the main pivot. Cracking player.
Risa. Haralabides. Xavi with the foul. A yellow card. No cause for argument there.
Listen, some players just don't think about the consequences of launching themselves into trouble, and that was a classic example.
Messi. Going forward. Risa. It's Messi. Messi, he got a good hold of that.
He did so well to exploit the space down the middle there. That gave him a clean run through on the opposition goal.
You'd really expect a player of his quality to score there.
I think what we're looking at here is just a very special talent. Someone who can decide the outcome of a match on his own.
Messi, Messi, there it is. That would have to go down as one of the sweetest strikes I think I've ever seen.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
He's made it an incredible 4 in this game. No, that's not going to make it through. He's trying to make things happen there for his team, and it almost came off for him too. Messi! Messi! That was well hit!
That was a very decent shot from distance. You know, a little less strength and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort though.
Messi is there and he'll take the ball. Rakitic. Luis Suarez. He takes a shot. And they escape imminent danger. Rakitic. Apoel have got possession back. Forward it goes. Thumps it long. Some dangerous moments, but he was there to intervene. Neymar. He's had a real go. Plenty to admire in the shot and in the save.
Well, he didn't really get hold of that one. It was a weak effort in the end.
Plenty of options. Who's he looking to pick out? Xavi plays the ball short. It's Mascherano. Mascherano. Jebour. Trying to keep it in the face of strong opposition pressure. Sergio Busquets. Rakitic. Luis Suarez. He struck that really cleanly. He wasn't far from finding the net again.
Yeah, he's definitely a player who looks like he can make something happen every time he's on the ball. He's just full of belief and energy.
The ball is with Messi. Messi! And that was certainly travelling.
That was a very decent shot from distance. You know, a little less strength and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort though.
You'd really expect a player of his quality to score there.
I think what we're looking at here is just a very special talent. someone who can decide the outcome of a match on his own.
Oh, he's won it back straight from the goal kick. Haralabides. Xavi. Messi. He takes aim and hits it! Risa. Luis Suarez gives away a free kick. It's been played long. Piqué. Rakitic. Messi. Messi. Chance. He got a good hold of that.
Well, there's no messing about with this fella, is there? Just went straight down the middle. If only he could have applied the finish with the same conviction.
He was close to adding to his tally there.
Well, he's certainly a player I'd be more than happy to watch. Tactically, he's almost impossible to stop.
Xavi picks the ball up straight from a goal kick. Luis Suarez shoots. Ball's out, goal kick. And the goal kick's gone straight to him. Luis Suarez. He's won that physical contest, and with it the ball. Luis Suarez. Messi. Messi. Oh, off the post. So unlucky. Two additional minutes being shown on the board now. Xavi. Rakitic. On his own. Rakitic. That had real venom to it.
The defence was made to look vulnerable there. They simply had no answer for that trickery.
Haralabides. Jabbour. There's the whistle, and it's half-time. At this stage, it's rather one-sided. Barcelona set the ball rolling. moving forwards. Messi. Messi. Messi.
To be fair, that was tough for the keeper to handle.
Get it away. He goes alone. Xavi. Xavi. Here's Neymar. Going forward, but what are his options? Another goal. They really have taken them apart now.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Haralabides. It's Messi. Messi. Messi! Oh, yet another goal.
Wonderful stuff, and it was all about quick thinking and even quicker feet, but you have to ask questions as to how he got through.
A 5-star performance from him here. That's not getting through. Rakitic. Luis Suarez. Both sides fiercely contesting the ball. Here's Neymar. Neymar has had offside given against him. Messi. He'll take it on from here. That was well hit.
Well, that was worth the effort. I mean, it was a long way out, but he caught it so well.
We all know what he can do.
Well, there's no doubt that the whole team revolves around him now. He leads by example, and he's become the main pivot. Cracking player.
That'll be a throw-in. It's Messi. Messi! He got a good hold of that.
What an effort that was. He's done very well from that distance.
Haralabides. He'll do well to retain the ball. Luis Suarez. Messi. Messi! He struck that really cleanly.
That was a very decent shot from distance. You know, a little less strength and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort though.
Jeboer. Rakitic. Messi. And he goes for goal. And that was certainly travelling.
That's a pretty powerful effort because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
Rakitic. It's Messi. He's happy to try his luck. A good delivery essential here. Xavi takes it short. Here's Mascherano. Messi. Never mind the distance, he's had a go. That was some strike, but the keeper matched it with a really good save.
Well, there wasn't much on for him, so it was worth a shot. It was worth a try from there.
Xavi will swing one in. They play it short. It's Mascherano. Messi! Messi! Plenty to admire in the shot and in the save.
He knows very well he can score from that distance. Not quite this time.
They put plenty of effort into corners in training. Now it's a match situation. It's been played short. Mascherano. Here's Messi. Tries it from long range. He got a good hold of that.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
And he wasn't far off.
Oh, he's just a nightmare for any defence. His movement, his pace, his anticipation, it's on another level. It's so hard for any defence to contain that.
Poor distribution from the keeper, that's a gift.
Suarez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly.
Another one!
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
"15 minutes of the second half played. Barcelona still not utilising their bench. Apoel have a free kick for that. A chance. Debour. He scores. Well, what can you say about that goal?
Well, he's got the result there, but you really have to question that defence, or lack of it.
We're underway again, and they show no signs at all of throwing in the towel. That's clever from him. Can he now find a finish? And a goal!
Rakitic showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
Idea was there, execution wasn't. This goes for a throw-in. Made a decent run towards the box, but he was thwarted in the end. Jabbour. Luis Suarez. Messi. Oh, and he's blasted it! I don't think that was ever on target.
Well, there wasn't much on for him, so it was worth a shot. It was worth a try from there.
Rakitic, who's just added his name to the score sheet. Messi, and that's gone wide.
That's a pretty powerful effort because he really got hold of that one, but he's not going to trouble the keeper from there.
Jabbour. Piqué with a definite foul there. No surprise, it's a yellow card. Too much power in that. Sergio Busquets. Messi. He's trying something special. That had real venom to it.
Well, that was a very decent shot from distance. You know, a little less strength and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort though.
Jabbour. Jabbour has been caught there, definitely a foul. That was always likely to be the outcome. Yellow card. Heads it. Apoel with a big chance and a big miss. Messi. He's having a crack. Here's Jabbour. He's going on his own. Here's Neymar. Luis Suarez. It's a threatening through ball. Messi. Oh, he wasn't taking any chances there. Rakitic. Messi. There it is. So fiercely was that hit, it nearly removed the net from its rigging.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
No getting it through there, he knew what was coming. Rakitic. It's Messi. Messi! The ball is with Messi. He goes alone. No, it's too high.
Well, that was a very decent shot from distance. A little less strength and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort though.
He was close to adding to his tally there.
Yeah, he's definitely a player who looks like he can make something happen every time he's on the ball. He's just full of belief and energy.
On his own. Jabbour. Ball stolen. And he tries from long distance. Moved away in a fairly no-nonsense fashion. It's Messi. Messi! It's opened up nicely for him.